and commentate and put cats in certain categories and really not understanding the real graphics of this shit and the rules of it, right? And you do your news, do your thing, that's cool, but stop trying to add on all this extra shit, man. Like, you know, King Von was this serial killer, bro. Look, man, let's listen to the video real fast, and then I'm going to go into my quick commentation, man, about how I feel about it, in my opinion. I'm in and out, man. You listen to your host, man, R.O.E. 2023, man. I am your host, man, Nino Cappucino, man, CEO, man, Body Hunter BJ, the brand, man. Let's go.
Now, I love King Von's music, okay? But it's pretty much a good conversation to say, was he a serial killer or not, okay? Now, this guy clearly enjoyed, okay? He loved, okay? He might have masturbated to the thought of killing another black man. And in reality,
the extras. This guy's looked. He might have masturbated to the thought of killing another black man. Come on. I know you got to make it gritty and you got to make it raw for TV. I get it.
I know we all love his music, but it probably is a safe assumption that if he didn't get killed, he would probably be in jail.
Okay? That I agree with you.
The FBI
I agree with you. Totally.
The death of FBG Duck, and they're claiming that they interviewed witnesses to say that King Von had an open hit out on FBG Duck. Now, salute to Chicago Scene 88. They have the documents here where they basically said that, and they have a bunch of stuff redacted, but you can connect the dots to figure out.
Okay, enough of that. I don't need a lot of it. I don't need all of it. Just need a little bit to share with you guys of where I'm going. Now, first and foremost, let's point out the main topic of this is young King Von, who's dead, who got killed right after his op, they call. He got killed. But you see how the shit go, right? I'm going to show you how karma works and how it don't miss nobody's door. Karma does this. Knock on all our door in life, whether you're male or female. If you did wrong, you did shitty shit in your life, you was grimy, you did something to somebody to hurt them, whether you stole from them, robbed them, anything. Karma knocks on the door for all of us. Ain't nobody exception to the rule of karma. You believe that ass. You don't believe that. You don't believe nothing else. You better believe that. Nobody is exception to the rule of karma except one exception. If you just really walking that life, you walking that life of God, the spiritual life, you're faithful to him. You don't do crimes. You don't lie. You don't bull crap. You don't do shitty things to people. You honor thy people. You honor thy neighbor. That's the only exception. And most of us don't live that kind of life. So we ain't that exception to the rule. But there's some people out here that are exception to the rule that don't have to worry about karma because they ain't doing wrong to people. But you could bet your ass that karma knocks on everybody's door. Now, as I was saying, man, first and foremost, young King Von wasn't no damn serial killer. As far as we know on the internet, as consumers, you on the outside looking in, you don't really specifically know what the young dude did and didn't do, man, or how many bodies he may have or don't have, bro. Everybody's just going off the hype of this bullshit-ass internet. You feel me? Or what's being said and whatnot. He wasn't arrested for no stream of bodies. He ain't never got booked for a stream of bodies, meaning like multiple, 5, 6, 7 of them, and then convicted. You know what I mean? So how could you place him in a category of a serial killer? I don't even have time to go down. Well, I got the time, but I'm not even finna go into the dimension and breaking down the definition of a serial killer because you still ain't gonna understand, still ain't gonna get it. You still gonna look at it in the frame of mind you see things because that's this generation. So I got to the point where it ain't even about challenging this generation. It ain't even about, I can debate with you fuckers all day long. That I can do. But as far as challenging and trying to go there and teach you individuals something different, because y'all already made up, y'all got your own little standard rules of how y'all do certain things, how y'all look up on certain things, realizing that the shit ain't the truth. But for some reason, wrong is the truth and wrong is right. And right is wrong and it's a lie now. Did you hear me? This is how backward it is. Right is wrong and a lie now. And wrong is right and the truth. Words from a wise man once told me and said, man, sitting on one of my couches in an exclusive interview. Shout out to Mr. Melly Mill, man. Santana Block Melly Mill, man. My Compton homie, man. Born back in the 50s, man. Melly Mill took me back from the 50s to the 60s to the 70s, man. Shout out to Mr. Postman himself, Mr. Melly Mill, man. But Melly Mill told me a story, man, and gave me some true game, man, and a true analogy, which was true facts. He said, Cap, let me tell you the theory about a well-dressed lie. I said, talk to me, Melly. Make it rain on me, man. Talk to me, OG. Triple OG, that is. Talk to me, Triple OG. Make it rain. He said, man, yeah, let me tell you about a well-dressed lie, man. See, a well-dressed lie. A liar would sit there and ask the truth. Say, man, won't you go swim underwater for a minute? Let me see how long you can hold your breath. And while you holding your breath, I'm going to count. Right? And the truth go dive in the water, go do his thing. He holding his breath and he's stroking. But all the time the lie is on top of the surface doing what he planned out to do, what he set out to do in the first place. And that's to destroy, be destructive, lie. But make his lie appear to be the truth. Real game, man. Shout out to Melly Mel, man. I ain't gonna get that deep with it. I'll tell y'all about that another day too, man. I want to stay on topic about this commentator about King Von and FBG Duck, man. Rest in peace. A well-dressed lie. So, check it out. So, they say young Von put a hit out on FBG Duck for 50 at first, then it ended up to 100K, right? And it's got to be facts to that because the FBI, you know, the F boys and you know the funny boys, they got a hold to it, and it's in their hands and in their records. So something had to take place. You know what I mean? And then again, who knows, man? It could just be talk from them again, trying to destroy another black man or tear his name down because he is deceased now. He's gone, right? So, my thing is this. A lot of this stuff was street shit, right, in Chicago. It happened in the streets. Why don't it just stay in the streets, bro? Okay, so what? Who cares if the young man put 100K on the other young man's head? Who gives a shit at the end of the day when it was really street shit of Chicago? It's not about this internet. It ain't about our opinions or what we feel about it. At the end of the day, this was two young men that I think personally, from what I've seen, little things I've seen, and seen the little young nigga in action, I think young King Von was a little solid young rider from his area, from Old Block. I think the youngster was solid and represented what he represented. And I think the other little young cat, FBG Duck, shout out to his mother, Mama Duck, shout out to her, and all the rest of the moms in Chicago who lost sons, man, under this bullshit gunfire or this gang shit, man, this gang shit, and this fucking kill music and drill music and all this shit that only destroys us, bro, as a culture. Shout out to the mothers, man. You know what I mean? And shout out to this deceased, bro, young King Von and FBG Duck. But this is what comes to the territory. You can't go on in life and think we can destroy, and we're destructive. We undestructive. We can't be touched. And karma not gonna knock on your door. I'ma say it again and knock on this door. She don't miss nobody's door. Unless you that real rare exception to the rule. You understand what I'm saying? Karma don't miss nobody's door, man. Sloan, what it do? Sloan. So, on that note, the youngster put it smash out on him, man. That was, based on some street shit that they was warring. For as I understood, they was going to war. And when you're at war, all type of tactics count. Feel me? Ain't no limits when you're at war. When you're at war, you're at war. And you better pull out all the fine tools that you know how to pull out, man, and do what you're supposed to do and handle your business when you're at war. So on that note, I don't have nothing against or nothing to say about the hit that was put out on whoever head. Whether he put one out on his head or he put one on his head. They was at war, nigga. And them young niggas had the money to go to war. Because a lot of you dummies don't understand. When you really at war with a nigga, I ain't talking about shooting a nigga with your eyes closed like this one time and he shoot at you once and that's it. That ain't no war, nigga. We talking about an ongoing situation where individuals is really after each other to the point where, man, one of us gotta go. One of us gotta drop, nigga. I'm not stopping. I ain't letting up on this dude unless the police get me. I'm killing this nigga. One of us gotta drop. That's real war in the streets. And some cats really understand that analogy because I'm one of them. Been there, done it. But war is war, bro, and war costs us money, just like real wars. Wars in the street cost money, nigga. Bullets ain't free. Bullets don't fall out the sky. Them goddamn things ain't free. They don't fall out the sky neither. So war costs money. Not to mention, if you a hustler, you got a trap spot or a spot, and you in the streets, and you got to go to war, now that's taken from your money. Because you ain't got the time to sit there and hustle now because you on edge because some motherfuckers is after you. They really want your head. So you got to go do something about it. War, man. Niggas understand what real war is, bro. So on that note, him putting 100K, 50K, 50 bands, 100 bands, whatever it was on his head, that's because they was at war, bro. And again, I feel sorry for both of the youngest, man, because, you know, look how they died, bro. Karma. Look how young King Von, all y'all woofing and all the youngsters that follow him, holler about, you know, he this, he that, okay, yeah, okay. But look how he died. A weenie nigga. He was getting out the car to go beat the shit out of little Wando, crybaby ass. Don't want to be a ganger in the 60 now. He was getting out the car to go put handlebars on his ass. And Quando didn't want that ass whooping. But he had a young nigga with him that was a rider and a shooter. It wasn't playing them games about his life. And he was trying to protect his money. And that young nigga did what he was supposed to do. Just like if it would have flipped and it was the other side and they knocked him down. They did what they were supposed to do because all them young niggas was out there. And when you out there, you out there. And if you got soldiers and foot soldiers around you, then that's what they paid for. Them motherfuckers better go to work and do what they supposed to do and protect me. Don't let a hair of my soul get taken off my head. It's a part of the game, bro. Part of the territory. On that note, man, I'm out here, man. I just want to come in, touch bases on that real quick, man, and give y'all my opinion, my commentating on how I feel about the 100K being dropped on FBG Duck head, man. Rest in peace, man, from Chi-Town, man. Chicago, man. Shout out to Chi-Town, man. Chicago, man.